first thing we need to do is create your local project within Visual Studio Code. Okay, so we need to create this project in C#. So let's go for it. You need to click the Azure extension right here if you haven't already, and you need to go to App Services, Functions, and you need to go to Create Project. So you can click this particular icon right here to create it. Now what you need to do is just select the location. So I'm going to select this one. We're going to use C#, and then we're going to use .NET Core 3. We are going to use a HTTP trigger. Okay, and we're going to name it a HTTP example. And we're going to provide it a namespace, so we're going to put my.function, and we're going to leave it as anonymous. And as you can see, your project is being created. Okay, so that's finished. Let's go to the terminal. And we can see this. And now what we need to do is we need to press F5 so we can actually run and start the project application. So F5. And as you can see, it's executing it now. Okay, I'm just going to pause it here. So you can see your URL endpoint of your HTTP trigger function running locally, and here it is. Okay. So now let's go back. And we're going to run this execution file now. So let's just go to execute function now, and we're just going to leave it as a default, name is all. After we have run the execution, we can see that it has executed the HTTP example successfully, so it succeeded. So now that we know it works locally, we can now go ahead and publish it within our Azure environment. The first thing you need to do is go back into your Azure environment. If you haven't, click on this, sign into your Azure environment. It should bring up your login page, your sign in page. So I'm not going to display it on the screen, but I will log in. No, you don't save that. Now as we go back, we can see we have got access now, and we've got our subscription. Next, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and upload it onto our, we need to deploy it up onto our Azure environment. So how you go about doing that is selecting this cloud upload icon that says deploy to function app. We need to click that, and it says select function name. So from the select function name, we're going to do create new function in Azure, and we need to have a unique name. So the unique name we're going to select should be, I'm just going to say HTTP okay, so it appears to be HTTP example trigger. Let's go, runtime stack. So we want to put it in C. So there we go. So .NET 3, and then we need to select the new resources. So we're going to select West Europe, or you can select whichever is the closest region to yourself. And as you can see, it is being created and pushed. Now the deployment has completed, so you should get a prompt that looks like this, and it should say deployment to HTTP example trigger completed. Now just to confirm and make you aware, when we have completed this particular task, what you have done essentially is you've created a new resource group, created a standard Azure storage account, and you have your application, your function application running as a consumption plan. You've obviously got now a function app, and also you've got your application insights that will be connected to your function app. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's go into this, and we can see our function app right here. Let's execute this and make sure this is also working. So functions, this, and what we'll do is right click and execute function now. And we're going to leave it as name Azure. And as you can see at the bottom here, the response you receive is executed function HTTP example, and the response is hello Azure. This HTTP trigger function executed successfully. Okay, so we have successfully set up our Azure function application in a local IDE, in this case Visual Studio Code, and then we have uploaded it and deployed it directly to our Azure environment.